G'day kids, how you doing? We're still in France, but not for very much longer. On this trip, together, me and this girl here, we've ridden on a whole lot of different types of transport. We've been on ferries, big ones, little ones, fast ones, slow ones. We've been on some amazing roads. In fact, I put this girl into a container back in Sydney, put it on a container ship, and she came all the way to the UK. I hopped on the world's biggest aeroplane to get here. But there's one form of transport we haven't done together, and we're about to do that right now. It's called the Shuttle. Now, the Shuttle is a train which takes us from here, under the water, under the English Channel, over to the UK. It only takes about half an hour, but that's what we're about to do in just a moment. But before we do that, I want to take on a bit of a ride on how I got here. I took a very leisurely ride. I took it very, very slowly, 3 days in fact, to ride all the way up here. Stopped in 2 towns along the way. One was Le Havre, the other was Le Tréport. Righto, every city has something unique about it that they want to attract, that they use to attract you to come to their city. Here in Le Havre, look at that. It's the Narrow House. I don't think anyone has actually lived in the Narrow House, but it is an attraction here in Le Havre. Look at it. I walked through it. It's very hard to walk through. You've got to breathe in. The rooms are very tiny. The bath is very tiny. The toilet's very tiny. Apparently it's a piece of art. It's not really a house, kids. It's not really a house. Look at that. You got the White Cliffs of Dover on the other side of the English Channel. And right here you got the White Cliffs of Le Tréport. Riding onto a train. Can you believe it? And a weather like this. Well, there you go, guys. We are on. And now we ride off the train. It's not that comfortable, really. Got that big bit of metal in the middle there, which I don't want to touch. You got a gutter on the side here, which I don't want to get anywhere near. Look ahead, Bill, look ahead. This is a classic case of looking at where I want to go, not right in front of me. So I want to go to that little bit of light right at the end of the tunnel. And we ride out just here onto the platform. There we go. Thank you. And one other thing, guys, we've got to remember, now that we're back in the UK, what is it you think I've got to remember? Think about it now. On the left-hand side of the road, after more than 3 months of being on the right. Right now, I'm in Scotland. In fact, I'm at the top of Scotland. I'm in the Highlands of Scotland, and I can hear you asking a question. Pop, how did you get to Scotland? Last week, you were on a train underneath the English Channel. That's a very good question. So I'm going to answer it for you, at least try to. After riding off the train, I rode to Oxford and spent a couple of days with a wonderful couple, Sabina and Harvey. I met Sabina and Harvey while I was at the top of Norway, and they insisted if I ever came back to the UK, I should look them up. And I did, and they've been marvellous. They took me on a tour of Oxford. It's a university town, not far from London, and many of the buildings are so very, very old. There's an indoor marketplace that is older than anything ever built in Australia. But there were places even older, would you believe? We visited a town that is surrounded by stones, sort of like Stonehenge, but way, way older. And Stonehenge is 5,000 years old. Then there was a gravesite that is 1,000 years older than Stonehenge. Mind-blowing, totally mind-blowing. But the best thing Sabina and Harvey did for me was take me for a ride in their Pride and Joy, a classic Porsche. But not quite as old as everything else I saw. And then, after that, I rode up through the centre of England, through the Peak District and the Yorkshire Dales on my way to Scotland. Look at this, guys. Wow, this is in the middle of England, in a national park, the Peak District of England. To be honest, I don't really know which one is Winnet's Pass and which one is Snake's Pass and which one is just the normal roads riding through this part of the world. But it's just a beautiful day. riding through places like this. We'll just enjoy it, and if we find a sign that says Winnets Pass or a sign that says Snakes Pass, then we might be happy, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Look at this. Just incredible riding through all this part of the world. I really am lucky with this today though, because yesterday when I arrived up in this Peak District, it was a public holiday Monday and it was packed. It was so crowded. I was in a queue of traffic for, I don't know, half an hour at least. But today, it's the day after the public holiday, so everyone's back at work and I'm not. You gotta love retirement, don't you? These are my gap years and I'm enjoying them to the fullest. The next area we ride through is an area called the Yorkshire Dales as we head north to Scotland and the North Coast 500. And once again, I'm just totally amazed at how much countryside there is in England. Where do the people live? So now we've hit Scotland. The sign back further said, turn right, take the scenic route towards Edinburgh. So this is the scenic route that I'm taking. Don't you just love what you can see on this scenic route? Fog, fog and more fog. So that's how I got here to Scotland. Next week I'm going to take you for a ride on the NC 500 and you're going to love that one. Remember guys, I love you and God loves you too.